Nova Scotia's EMO asked to use the hall as a registration center for residents of Portapique who had fled their homes.
For residents of Portapique who had fled their homes.
An RCMP officer posted here in a cruiser. By this time, police were on the hunt for the shooter they knew was impersonating a police officer. At 10:30 a.m., two RCMP officers fired multiple shots outside the hall. Sources have told CTV News the officers thought they were firing at the suspect when it was in fact a Mountie.
When it was in fact a Mountie.
This program is brought to you by
Why don't you get yourself some down, Colin? How much more than thinking?
The things. You think you have concerned himself with me this?
No,
The turned down color is the first symptom of decay of the great cell.
If people keep pushing, I can't, first of all, thank enough all of the hard work. There's three fellow tweeters who are working very hard on this one. Rage Cage, Steve LT, and my opinion, right here. They are fantastic guys. Really been busting up here. And stepping up to the plate. There's amount of risk, saying, and also likewise, all of the people who are volunteering information and time, which is, like I said, over on the Discord, or sending me anonymously information. It is fantastic.
Okay, is there echo? Still echo? Is there still echo? Not now. Okay. Whatever. I know it just pisses people right off. I'm sorry. All I have to do is like fast forward through the first half minute or turn it off or something. Maybe I'll just I won't do the goddamn intro. But then, you need the, I don't know why then the intro was echoing. That's weird. Techno fun. How's everybody doing? Paul Bissonnette. Sunday. Today is Sunday, eh? Okay, I think I got coffee. I got cigarettes. I got 20 people in here. Hello. Got to say hello, 21. Got Strawberry, Kelly, Bush Baby, and that's 44. Thank you. So many things to talk about. Where to start? Julia, Strawberry, truth in all. Okay, that name, I'm just not going to read loud, but you know who I'm talking to. Paul Bissonnette, Gary, Chiang. Good, how ate you? I haven't eaten. Oh, actually I did. My girlfriend brought me Burger King last night. I woke up at like 3 and ate some and went back to sleep. Alex McLean, Pioneer Driver. Welcome. You guys got some snow down there, it looks like. Wind enough to blow us out to sea. How's Seamus doing? Still here. How's that? That's always my response. I got a call me Trap for short. Okay. That works. It's more polite. I try to run a polite thing, though my language gets foul at times. Okay. Now, there is a lot of disinformation that's been sown out there for a long time. I don't know what is or what isn't. So I need your guys' help. Hopefully the glowing trash in the background won't take us off course. They're running heavy. But maybe we can eliminate some of this. And can we clone me? Why would anybody ever want to clone me? Tara, howdy. And there's lots of rabbit holes to go down, which is dangerous territory because you can get lost in it. And I think lots of us have gotten lost in it for a long time. I tried to just stay with what can I find. The speculation and stuff is, yeah, it's a swamp. So last week I spoke about, I want to talk about a few different things. I don't know quite how to do this. Breaking it up into separate videos. I don't know. Tried that before. Anyway, let's talk about one. Let's talk about, because I think what's all on the table. Maybe you guys can hit me with some of the different motives behind all of this hoo-ha. We've got military. We've got, obviously, police fuck up. We've got, well, I'm not saying that's obvious. I'm just saying that that's one of them. Though I think that's kind of, as in it's like accidental, it's all mistakes, bad mistakes, domestic violence, biker stuff. Have I got the gamut? The American connections. Got a few different ones, right? Trudeau gun grab. Okay, so the motives in the background for different things. Project Wide Awake. I think those are more just crisis. Don't let a good crisis come to waste or go to waste. Wow. Okay. I don't wear glasses too often. Foggy. Okay. Gun running. Gun running is a big one. Human trafficking. I'm not so certain on that one, and it's very hard to find proof of, though I don't discount anything because I think that's the safe way to do things is just throw everything on the table, right? And then kind of just look at it and steadily eliminate things. Okay, so last week I spoke about smuggling. Yeah, oh, and drugs. Drugs is another one, right? I want to make sure, what is this all about? Why is that beeping? Why are you beeping? No beeping. Failed to save. Oh, yes. I'm having this problem again. One moment, please. I wish I was skilled. So last week I spoke about kind of this Clayfield Atlantic connection. And I've been looking around a little bit more in that. And it's not to say that I'm not going through statements and all of the other stuff. I absolutely am. The video has been bugging me since I made the video last week, since I watched the Mass Casualty Commission. I've kind of been digging around in the vid of that. And I know I saw that it's kind of been coming up a little bit in the Discord lately. Good. Because there seems to be some issues. So that's good point, but we won't go there right now. Now, last week I spoke about elimination of RCMP whistleblowers. Yeah, the vaccine. See, and you have to understand that this kind of stuff, they're going to throw out a ton of chum. Get people lost in the stew. We obviously don't want to get lost. Stay on course. I'll use that language. Stay on course. Not good to, we'll do this. Okay. That's better like that, I think. Okay, so last week I spoke about Frenchton's is in here. Oh, Char is in here. Psych Award. Linda's in here. Hello, Becca. So let's try and keep open minds, but also not let minds run away or get lost in chum, right? Which they want to do. So last week I spoke about the Clayfield connection. Now I would like to either eliminate this one. However, I think it's very tough to. So let's go through some of the stuff and you let me know. So just for a repeat for those of you, because I think I kind of did it towards the end of a stream and lots of people don't hang around. So this is from the warrants. Gabriel Wortman was a denturist, operated Atlantic Denture Clinic, one being at 193 Portland Street, Dartmouth, 902-464-0808, and the other at 3542 Nova Lee, Halifax, 902-455-1636. Just on this note, in the plethora of dumps that they take up, down, edit, do whatever with, I noticed that Lisa referred to her number being forwarded from home. I guess that would be the Atlantic Denture Clinic, right? And we know about Wortman having a phone, right? I think are we all on the same page? As everybody agreed about that one? It was in her phone. I've proven that in her contacts list, etc., etc. Okay. Now, so I've kind of tried to color code it a little bit. There's lots and lots to all of this, but we'll just kind of stick with basic stuff. So the Atlantic Denture Clinic here is purple. This is from the 411 directory. Again, these things can be, remember back when that stupid obituary came out. Phony, right? Most people know it was phony. The phony obituary thing. So this is why you have to look critically at things and see, how long have things been in existence for, whether it's just some rabbit hole they're trying to steer people down the glow, or is it in fact reality? And please comment in the comments section below whether you think, this is something, is this connected to the people down in the United States? I would say yes. I think we're talking about a lot of international stuff here. 902-464-08, Atlantic Denture Clinic in the 411. And I don't know, could this be changed? I'm not sure. Division of Clayfields. Okay, so same phone number, Clayfields, mention of Clayfields. Clayfield Denture Clinic. Over here, Clayfield Denture Clinic, 902-455-1636. Okay, Nova Lee. Okay, so, and this one's on Almond Street, the other one, but you actually can also find, no, I'm sorry, the 193 is not ever called Clayfields, to the best of my knowledge. Going down to Northumberland here. Northumberland registered address obviously is 193, but then the mailbox over in New Brunswick, 175 Aberdeen Street. 175 is also registered in the registry in New Brunswick as the address for Clayfield Denture Clinic, which is the registrant is Atlantic Denture Clinic. So these are shells, right? And we've got Yarmouth Denture Clinic. And these things are going to tie together. Paul Clayfield is the person in charge of that one. And I showed the Clayfield over in Truro, which was closed down subsequent to the shooting. I don't want to dox anybody. I absolutely don't. This is not what it's about, not getting angry at people. However, as far as I've been able to establish, this is the man. And so he formerly served in the Air Force and then was recruited by Prudential, became an international wealth management, but was also operating this denture clinic kind of out of the back of his house at 60 Roosevelt in Truro. Strange, which was the phone number that appeared in the warrants. Strange. Not possible. So there's a connection between this Mr. Clayfield and Mr. Wortman. Now, there was, is everybody kind of on the same page? Not losing anybody here yet? So many things here. Okay. Now, let's go to this piece. John Michael Clayfield. Again, I don't know that these people are the same people. I don't know. Just finding the coincidences, and thank you very much to those of you in the Discord who have been pointing this out. There's one specific person. There's a bunch of you, but I know pictures were taken and stuff like that early on in the Roosevelt stuff. And there's one person who sent me a bunch of information on this as of late. Now, again, let's just look at it for what it is. Possible this info is being tampered with? Possible. I don't think so because it's in the warrants, right? So that makes it less likely. John Michael Clayfield, again, not sure, but he has a son by the name of Paul, who was with somebody by the name of Rosemary from Yarmouth, and we have going back to Yarmouth Denture Clinic, right? 19 Kirk Street, out of a house. A lot of these things are out of houses, which is all rather strange. Where was I here? Okay. So we have Yarmouth, Paul out of Yarmouth with Rosemary, and grandchildren in England. Okay, England is an important part to this puzzle too, because of course, if we look back here at Paul, he is from the Royal Air Force. Okay, I'm not finding a real connection between Air Force to denture clinic out of the back of your home to international wealth management out of London. Kind of a strange connection. Royal Air Force over in the UK, denture clinic around the side of your house by appointment with an open sign which has disappeared, to international wealth management out of the UK. Okay, strange. Now, Yarmouth. Okay, right. So let's go back to the obituary. Sorry, my apologies. Which is done by the Dartmouth Funeral Home. Is that where Wortman worked? At one point in time? Not sure. So, can't quite remember. Too many facts to remember. And it just could all be coincidence. It could all be wrong. Who knows? John was the founding member of the Denture Society of Nova Scotia. Okay. And also had a grandson by the name of Matthew. Okay. Matthew. Now, let's have a look at some other stuff here. I did not open a lot of pages that I should have opened previous to doing this, but I just didn't get the chance. So we can do it together, maybe. Now, here we have a record of Clayfield Denture out of New Brunswick. Okay. And this seems to be fairly clean. Maybe it's just because I don't have access to certain things that other people have sent me. One moment, please. $175 Aberdeen. Okay, here we go. Interesting. But it's the post office box, right? That's the interesting part, because the post office box is one and the same Clayfields as a division of Clayfields as Atlantic out of New Brunswick, as is Northumberland, as is Atlantic, Clayfields, Northumberland, right? Okay, so they're all going to the same mailbox. I think there might be another one. I'm not sure. Now, let's see if I can do this here. Okay, do it this way. This is a little bit more of a detailed look. Thank you again to the person. If you wish to identify yourself, please do. Please do. Please take credit. And I know there's a few of you, actually. So, Coburg Denture Clinic. Coburg Denture Clinic. Previously named Enfield Denture Clinic. We'll get to that one. Matthew P.M. Clayfield. Okay. Now, be very careful with this one. It's the limited part. Limited, because there is, in fact, a let's see if I can pull that up. There is, in fact, how do I do this? Yes, me and my open tabs. Thank you for pointing out my foibles. There is, in fact, a Coburg Dentistry Incorporated. This is not one and the same, okay? So don't get lost into that one. Different. Matthew Clayfield. So we have a Matthew Clayfield and a Paul Clayfield and a John Clayfield. Denture Society, Nova Scotia, dies, comes over from England. Son Paul. Paul, there is a Paul Clayfield tied into all of this Clayfield stuff, and then a son named Matthew, right? Okay. Now, we've got Matthew owning Coburg. Coburg Denture. Let's do this. Coburg Denture. What did he call it? I'll make sure I got this here. Coburg Denture Clinic Limited, right? Okay. For some reason, it's not. Denture Clinic, Nova Scotia. Okay. So we have a Coburg Levin Denture Clinic. Okay. We have Coburg Denture Clinic. Spring Garden Road. Okay, that's the same address that's listed on this one, right? Down here. Spring Garden Road, Halifax. Okay, so if you look up Spring Garden Road, what do we get? Let's see here. I don't know if I actually drove to this one before. 5991. Where are we at here? Trying to see a street address. Is it this red building we're parked out in front of? Not sure. Don't see a Coburg, irrespective. And I believe, according to the open corporates, let's go back to that. This one appears to be still in business. So I think it has subsequently, yes, a status active. Subsequently has now gone out. Is it still here? No, maybe it's still here. Let's see if I do this. What are we going to get? Oh, balls. Okay. Well, I can try Coburg, right? Coburg. This is one of these pay ones. Okay, so we don't get anything now. Coburg gone. Okay. Interesting. Coburg, which is based in Nova Scotia, however, is also out of New Brunswick. Interesting. What other ones do we get here? There's some other addresses listed. I'm hoping they'll come up the same as they did on my phone. Oh, yes. Okay. So they did have a website at one point, all these great websites that they have, these companies. Let's see here. One moment. Here we go. I can drop the link in just so that other people can find it. Here is the former website of Yarmouth Denture. Interesting to note that these websites get archived. What was the one way back when about the connection to the cigar nonsense? That got archived a lot. And the company, which was a psychological company, Whalen, went poof right after I talked about it. Interesting. Ties to the RCMP and military. Okay. Still can be found, and I think it's still out there in the earlier videos. Now, Yarmouth Denture Clinic. Okay. Am I on Yarmouth? Why am I on Yarmouth? Okay, this one, here we have Mr. Clayfield, Paul Clayfield, right? Denture service. He's got hours on this one. I think you have to phone, though. And if we look up 19 Kirk Street, Yarmouth, we come back to what? A house. Okay. That's 17. So I'm presuming this one over here is 19, this little house here. Now, gosh, I have it all organized on my phone, but that's not much help. Here's it here. So we're on Coburg, right? Where am I here? Coburg also comes back to a Rufus Avenue. I do have this page open somewhere. Rufus Avenue. Okay. Tell me if you think that these things look normal. to you. This is a convenience store, the Hub General Store, and we have a little denture clinic here. Levin Denture Clinic. Levin Korberg, Levin Korberg. Okay, that's looking kind of strange. Now, to me, where else do we have for addresses? Let's see here. Warburg, 11, 3508 Dutch Village Road. Oops. Sorry. My apologies. Okay. This one's a neat one. We got a quick way here. Okay. Quick way. All right. Let's drive down the street a little bit. I like doing this stuff. I'm a very bad driver, so please pardon my driving. Actually, I'm not bad, but okay. Now, did I go too far? Oh, here we go. Korberg Denture Clinic, somewhere in relation to the around the side of the Quick Mart. The Quick Mart. I don't know if that just strikes you as slightly odd, but to me, it does. Oh, now I've gone too far. So we've got two convenience stores. We've got denture clinics. Houses. You smell in front companies? Is behind that house. Yes. Yes. No. I got it. So strange. Korberg is registered in Nova Scotia. Okay, thank you. So we'll surf over to the Nova Scotia. I think I've got it open in one of these fucking tabs. Is that all the addresses that we have listed? God damn it. I know I shouldn't take the Lord's name in vain. I had the website, I'm sure of it, open somewhere. That's going to piss me off. All right, let's just skip past that. So we've got, just strange Quickie Mart stuff. Where was the hours on a lot of these are by appointment only. Multiple locations. Okay, let's go to the Nova Scotia joint stocks. I think actually that's yes. I think I do have it open. Okay, there is. Okay, here we go. So I did have it open. Now we have a Korberg Denture Clinic. Korberg Denture Clinic to a Matthew P.M. Clayfield. Okay. This has got some address here. Haven't looked that up yet. Profile, a Korberg Denture Clinic. It still appears to be around. Again, I'm not trying to dox anybody, just looking at it for what it is. Previous names. Oh, this is an interesting one. Look familiar to anybody? Let's go to that. How do I open a new page? Okay, well, we'll just do this. Copy. Open new window. Okay, paste. Okay. Why am I not getting a hit here? I did just a few minutes ago. In fact, I have it open. Okay, here we go. View. Okay. Previous names. Relationships. Okay. Where was Korberg? Let's see, I've got that open on my phone, I think. Let me just double check here. So if we obviously put in this location, Nova Scotia, okay. Do we have the other address here on this one? Because I was able to get it on my phone, which I thought was really strange. Here we go. MapQuest, let's try that one. What that address? 198 Highway 224. 198, can I copy paste that? Yeah, okay. Okay. Not trying to dox. This is not what it's about. Okay, does that look familiar? Huh. Yeah. That looks familiar. So why is it that the Korberg Denture Clinic used to be the Enfield Denture Clinic, which is tied into Wortman, and Mr. Clayfield, Matthew, and Paul? Is it that just the number of companies you think he has? Do you think they have more companies? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So when I was looking for, where's the PDF? Here's the Clayfield site. Rufus and Dutch Village, or Dutch Village at the Quickie Marts by appointment only. A lot of places I'm looking at by appointment only. Strange. I don't know. And the individual that I showed, I'm fairly certain is the correct individual. I don't want to be doxing or rude. You guys can check that out on your own on Facebook. But the picture is one and the same as the LinkedIn picture. And he talks about British military stuff. And he's got stuff in there to do with Nova Scotia, people, friends who are from Nova Scotia. So I would say they're the same person. That's probably fairly safe. There was a Dentures magazine I came across. Denturism, Canada. Okay. So let's look up Clayfield. Okay. Here we have Paul Clayfield, not pictured, Nova Scotia. Okay. Making soccer shirts for DAC Attack, DAC Attack. Team entered in World Cup of Denturism soccer tournament in Coventry. Very interesting. Now, why is this here? Oh, Right. Denturism's commanding officer. Nova Scotia Highlanders. Cape Breton. Why would that be? Oh, that's Bill Loy. Deputy Commanding Officer William Loy. Again, it could all be very, very coincidental. The reason that Paul Clayfield is mentioned here is because William Loy is on the executive committee of the Dentures Society of Nova Scotia, founding member of the Dentures Society. Okay. And he's also got this team organized for soccer that Paul Clayfield plays on. But Paul Clayfield isn't in the country anymore by all outward appearances. He's, what is he doing? He's got his trading company over in the UK. I think he may have left town. Not sure. Again, not saying anything bad. Maybe I've got this all wrong. I do hope I do. What is he doing these days? He was doing Forex trading, PEC wealth management, freelance till October 2020 in Nova Scotia, and then seems to be over in England, October 2022 present, as the cable trader with lots of technical stuff, algorithms and things. Oh, goody. Computer fun. Are these people connected? Are they connected to, say, the people in the United States? Angel and Schaefer and, what do we have? GMC. Sean. Thoughts? Seems to be getting bigger. I'm always like looking at all the different things, trying to, which I don't know whether, it's the smallest little things from timestamps and what's in the background of videos and people's statements and how they conflict, and which is a lot, to say the least. I liked how they rolled out a whole bunch of they did the NASCAR through the Mass Casualty Commission, and then dump some documents. Okay, so just something to keep an eye out for. I'm not sure if I don't think it's possible. This is like radio signals that are going on 2 different radio channels at the same time that are editing out people's names. Doesn't work that way. Likelihood? Probably not very good. But you never know. They can tell you that has a timestamp on it. Don't you know? I'm not even going to touch this stuff up in, they didn't even upload one video up in, oh my, that's just a mess. That's just a mess. But I know I've spoken to you, a few of you, about this over the since that broadcast. Big time problems, I would say. To me, different times. Then you get the article or the reference to a lot of these articles spinning out, eh? Have you guys noticed that? Kind of been spinning out for a long time, since the beginning. War Room. Where we've got two teenagers that were running away who aren't named, of course, and a stepfather who isn't named. And the kids are supposedly saying, but frankly, if you don't have a name, I don't know who the hell you are, so I probably wouldn't accept it. A judge wouldn't, would he? Rules of evidence, officers of the court. I think there's a couple of them on the commission. That's right. They know rules of evidence quite well. Anyway, the two boys say, "Oh yes, it's they were out and about because they were going to get in trouble for the Kovu stuff or something or other." I love how this one's all these shields. It's pretty lame. The Kovu stuff, so they were going to get in trouble, and they just happened to notice a car that was driving back and forth, and this is, hey, supposed to explain why you have all the times. Notice how the clocks don't work in Nova Scotia? One of these days I'm going to buy some clocks for people down there, including the RCMP at their own weigh scale. There. I was putting together little clips of things. I always have little projects on the go that I never finish. This is why I have how many hard drives? Oh, I can't even open this because, well, those hard drives are all full. So I can't even show you the video. Fair. It's in the pipes. Been in the pipes. Thank you to a couple people who went out and got some pictures. Appreciate that. It's not going to open anyway, so why are you telling me? It's not there. Now, I could start another stream, talk about something else, or hopefully people are taking notes. There was something else I noticed a lot. Let's go to I have to read a statement. Oh, come on. Come on. Why is this doing this now? This is cool. This is cool. This is what my computer does. You guys are pretty awesome. Weeping and gnashing of teeth. Weeping and gnashing of teeth. Nothing gonna save you when you're before the man. Nothing. Nothing. Anyway, those of us who do seek the truth rather than obfuscate and lie about it probably won't have that problem. Probably won't have problems sleeping. Probably won't have problems with PTSD. Probably won't have problems looking at our kids and knowing we left them the best world that we could. Let's go to, I'll try this again. How am I supposed to get this now? Come on, man. Fuck. Just make me look like a fool. That's all. Don't worry about it. Oh, is it going to be on my fucking hard drive? Okay, that's fine. Dum. How do I do this here? Just trying to think. Because I don't have my hard drive plugged in. So I got to unplug something. So I'm going to unplug my camera because I don't have access to my ports at the back of my monster computer. Ooh. Feel sorry for whoever has to move that. Now, let's see. Let's look for this. Loading. Where the fuck is it? Come on. Not there. Oh no. Where did I put it? I just had it. 1420. Where's this located? Because I have to read portions of it to you to kind of show my point. How did I get that last time? All right. Well, maybe I'll have to do another video and find it. It doesn't seem to be on that hard drive now. What is it? 1480? 1420. Chris Wortman's statement. Let me go grab it again. This is going to take me a moment. I'm sorry. I don't know where it went. I read it. I don't know. I'm sure many of you have. And I found some things that I thought rather strange. 1420. Okay. So we will download that. And then I've got to OCR scan it. There. Some filler music or something exciting to play. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what you guys have to say. My Google Best keeps answering. I like how they're censoring stuff all over the place on the internet. It's so awesome. Clocks. Paul Wortman, RCMP. I could talk about that part. Okay, so what do we understand of? Well, we'll do that while that's working away. What do we understand of Gabriel Wortman's family? What do we understand about that? There are, to the best of my knowledge, two sources that we have been relying upon, right? One came out very early. The person is either one of the most fantastic researchers ever, has it finished this thing yet? Where are we at here? Page 43. All right, well, we're getting close. So there was two sources, to the best of my knowledge. There was Global, and there was Global, which I think, not sure what you guys feel of Global is on this whole debacle tragedy, or in the media of general, but Global seems to play a very pivotal role in all of it. And 40 Gallon, right? 40 gallons and a mule? No, I had to unplug. I can't seem to, something very interesting happened. Oh, here we go. No, now it's not. See, this is the kind of bullshit I get hit with. I'm not too sure. This is Chris's Wortman's statement, and I had it up, and as you can see, I've got 63 pages of nothing. So the reason that I don't have my USB ports, I only have a few of them on the front of my computer, and well, the camera has to go. So we had the 40 gallon, yeah, tech games. It's really lame. Again, weeping and gnashing of teeth ain't nothing gonna save you. Ain't nothing gonna save you. You want to believe in karma? Want to believe in anything? Ain't nothing gonna save you. Money not gonna do you any good then. Sure, it won't do your grandkids any good either. Now, let's try 40 gallon and a mule. Okay, this was a very interesting article. Who's this Michael? I forget what his name is. He had all kinds of stuff. Very very informative. He knew where everybody lived and everything within a month, frankly. But there were some noticeable holes when I was going through and trying to find, familial trees, etc. Very difficult to find anything about Gabriel Wortman's family. But I think we kind of all bought that, well, Gabriel is son of Paul. Paul is brother to Neil and Al and Glenn and has the adopted brother, and Evelyn is his mom, and and Chris, of course. Michael Marshall, that's right. Thank you for that. Now, I'm mad that that isn't there. Okay, so it appears as though my scan is done. So this is Chris. We'll just stick on the highlighter as we go. Okay, and the statement is taken Tuesday, April 28th in the Invermere detachment, okay, with Corey Kilborn. Okay. RCMP second interview. Okay, that's a rather critical point. It's the second interview. Best of my knowledge, there's only one. Not sure where the original one is, but obviously, if you read through his statement, he has made a statement. I don't know why, but for some reason I missed the most obvious piece here. But he talks about Colonel McLeod, or sorry, Colonel McLeod, a Corporal McLeod. I was telling Corporal McLeod this, and I was telling Corporal McLeod that, and I was like, well, obviously you've had a conversation with Corporal McLeod, transcribed, yeah. Where is, this one is really fucking vital. Sorry for my harsh language and my anger. This piece here, when we do interviews, there are always, not when we, but when interviews are done, there is MP3s, as in audio, there is video, there is the transcribed balls you see before you, which these don't frankly make a lot of sense in English. Those of you who are reading them, I'm sure, have a problem. I want to reenact some of these and read them aloud, because it certainly doesn't sound like English. Some of them. Audio, video, transcribed notes, and officer notes. Where are all these above? Where is the first interviews of this stuff? How come they're having conversations with people beforehand, but nobody gets to see it? That looks shady. Looks shady. So, we've got a lot of conversation about, some conversation about the Kovus. And let's look for nephew. Nephew. How many references do you think there are to nephews? Nephew. Nephews? There's 3. Who are they coming from? Corey Kilborn. I got a nephew. I have nephews, says he, and you've got a nephew that's now deceased. And then I've got nephews and cousins who just aren't into great stuff. And there's a family aspect to it all, which, of course, and my heart does go out to family of this individual. Well, I want to know the truth. For Tara. For Aaron. For Emily. For Jolene. And the 20 others. Don't you? Shouldn't you have all of it from your omission? Where's that? I like that. This is not a public inquiry in the legal sense. It's a total sham. It was from day one. Very easy to break down legally what that was. And I did. All right, now, what else? Chris Wortman, to speak to his father or his mother. Strange. To speak to about your brother in this sense, isn't it? I think it is. Let's look at brother. 16 references. Let's go through them. And his brother, this is speaking about Jeff Samuelson. Oh, that would be Chris Wortman's what? Nephew. His long-lost nephew. His brother, he refers to him as. Oh, okay. When he finally met his father, half brother, no, he's full brother. The parents, his brother, again about Jeff Samuelson, my brother Glenn, which is Glenn, but fair enough. AI is kind of dumb. Or my brother, Paul. Oops. Paul. His father. My brother Glenn. My brother Glenn. My oldest brother Neil. My other brother Al. You noticing a pattern? I have a brother who is also a member. Well, we all know who that is. Unnamed. My brother. His brother. Paul. His brother. Oh, the parents. Let's try that one. The parents. Okay, we have one reference to that. I don't know if my scan's working 100%. Parents. The parents. His parents. Or my mother. His parents. His parents. His parents. You seeing a pattern? Let's try one that's a little bit odd. Oh, let's see here. Oh, see, it just keeps going. His mother this one really strange. Your mother, that's kind of he's talking about the dental clinic denture stuff. How Evelyn came to the denture clinic apparently, and then Gabe got all mad or whatever. Ortman got mad. Well, I should use his first name because we're dealing with Wortmans. Your mother, that's kind of Chris Wortman. Yeah, well, because she's related to Paul. His father, she's related. Huh? What in the fuck is that? I thought they were all brothers. No, I think this is beyond strange. Oh, he calls him Gabriel. He uses his name. Now, let's go to, oh, my camera's not working. Let's go to Otis Stanley Wortman. Again, this could just be disinfo, etc., etc. We need to be careful with it, but I just want to put it out there. Otis Stanley Wortman, Moncton, death unknown, date unknown, everything very unknown. Married to Doris Winifred Scott, maiden name Wortman, location unknown, Stratford, Huron. Son, private son, unknown to unknown, who then has one child. If you look up Otis, this one, Alan manages it. Not the page that I pulled up here. No idea who did this. This is WikiTree, Wortman Descendants 550. So, how can Chris Wortman's last name be Wortman if it's his mother who's related to Paul? How does that work exactly? Maiden names? Bizarre. Sister. Let's look at that again. Where's that? Sorry, I'll pull that up. Okay, if you guys want the link to copy, paste, Okay, there's a lot of interesting stuff in it too. Maybe we should go through a little more. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad AI. Really bad. AI is kind of dumb. Your mother, so that would be who? Is kind of, well, because she's related to Paul, his father. Bit extended, isn't it? Doesn't sound like brothers. First I thought, okay, maybe they just have there's been a falling out. It doesn't sound like it's very good if you go through it. I don't know. The family sounds like a bit of a gong show. Everybody's family's a bit of a gong show. So I'm not judging. So I just thought, well, at first it was, you disowned Gabriel. So, okay, you're never going to call him your nephew. All right, fair. Maybe you don't get along with Paul. Oh, okay, maybe. I could see that. Evelyn, now we're going into territory. He didn't grow up with Evelyn. But this is kind of strange. Maybe somebody can help me understand it. Still maybe related. There were interesting little things in here. The warrant, I went back and I compared it to the warrant. The summary of summaries of summaries of summaries. Balls. Because there's been a few articles spun out about this one. And, well, it does have some information in there that's rather interesting. But there seems to be a lot missing to me. He talks about how little he sees him really. Let's see here. Talks about this 7-year-old stuff about putting the gun in the hand, shoot me. Okay. 7 years difference. Okay. Where is it here? I tolerated him as much. He's talking about babysitting him. You don't want a 12-year-old toting around all the time. It's the criminal stuff that's a bit alarming. He knows a lot, what appears like a lot to me, and he doesn't really say anything. Being that I think he was a member for 32 years. As I told Corporal McLeod, that would be the first statement, missing one, that if you can figure out who the guy was that was cleaning these titles, meaning the motorcycles, and find the guy that's helping him bring weapons across. Oh. He built almost like a warehouse. It's almost like a warehouse. So how many times does he go to Portapique? there's the 2016. The constant trips to the Dominican. Mm-hmm. Does anybody else go to the Dominican? I don't know. It's warm down there. Nice. I guess everybody does. That's probably strange. Let's try cabin. I think there's a cabin. Log. Yeah, his log home. It was beautiful inside. Replica. A replica fire above the fireplace. Big stone thing. My red Surge on display. It's like a rifle from a Centennial. Just a replica. Let's try Evans. But I know a guy, this guy is doing, or this guy is doing for me, this guy is doing for me, doing that for me. They're all associates other than this Tom Evans. I've never known him to have a friend. And I realize you might have told Corporal McLeod the name, but what is his name again? Oh, his name's Tom Evans. Tom Evans. He's since deceased. Gabriel inherited whatever that property that guy owned. I'd like to know when roughly the Easy Rider bike came about. What's this? Once. It's once. He stayed with us once in PEI. That's when he was stationed out there. He was only stationed there for a few years. He said he had to leave because of the family. Lisa relayed up to her family about his concerns. I don't know how much she relayed. Okay. I think he just said he went out once. But I like this line too. Who's her? Maybe they're close because of the trip. Don't know. I don't want to point fingers. I really don't. The warehouse. Let's go with Easy Rider. I never heard of him selling one. He got his hands on, what's the name of that biker show from the 60s? Or Easy Rider. Okay. He had a replica of that motorcycle he bought in Nova Scotia. It was so ignorant to ride because it was a hardtail. He had no suspension whatsoever. He laughed and said, if you lay a piece of dental floss across the road, you'd feel it on that motorcycle. Anyways, he paid like $20,000 for this thing. Oh, yeah? It was nothing that you can ride. Right. So I'm fairly concerned that it just went up in smoke. Jesus. Hard to believe that he just torched everything. Oh. And so the warehouse is one of the places that he torched? And I would assume. I'm just assuming. But I think his house, I've never heard one way or another. Goes at quite length about what all's in the warehouse. Well, I mean, in terms of the bikes and trikes and different things. But he talks about how the warehouse is being built when he went. Maybe I got it wrong, but it sounded like he only went and visited him once. Gabriel, though, did come and visit him out in Abbotsford. He talks about Holton, Maine. Top-notch university smuggling tobacco, alcohol across the border. That's the one thing he actually admitted to me. He said they almost had him one time. So that's why I said to Corporal McLeod, I said, there's got to be a got to be a file on this, either in customs or on the other side, like Holt, Maine. They got to know who this guy is. Like they were working on him. Associates. They're always being shipped to. Gabriel had an associate, somebody that, crawled out from underneath the rock that was willing to accept all these motorcycles, put a new title. And I guess that's how to do it. I guess it's the registration for the rest of us. I don't know. Where is it? And it's not. I fly down. Everything's great. I fly down to the Dominican. I have multiple vehicles, multiple homes, multiple pieces of property. I think he's referring to Gabriel, right? Okay. Where was it? The associates who fly in at the warehouse. Let's see, warehouse. Scan's not the greatest. And the backhoe. I think the backhoe and the Easy Rider are newer additions. And even his love of motorcycles and trikes, I thought that was a newer one. But maybe, please tell me. What would he do with these motorcycles then? Nothing. He built. It's almost like a warehouse. It was just full of bicycles and a backhoe in there. Just collecting stuff for collecting. So yeah, just collecting stuff. Yeah, wow. The warehouse is one of the places torched. I don't know if that was in the media. He talks about how he hasn't really watched anything or read anything about it in a week. April 28th was the first day of the press conference, but I think, is it Sergeant Kilbourne? I can't remember. Asks him if he's aware of it, and he said, no, I'm not. He talks about the garage and the warehouse and the convicts. The bear. And so when you went out to visit, when would that have been? That would have been shortly after like 2014, 15, something like that. And so he was building this warehouse. But I guess he knows what all was in it, even though he wasn't really close to him. Maybe he saw pictures. And so did you actually see the warehouse with the things in it? No. No. Like that's where he parked his backhoe. Yeah, and stuff. And I think he had one of his vehicles in there. She spoke to him on a couple of times after he last saw him. Where was the associates that flew in? That was kind of an interesting thing. I can't seem to find it now. I swear, maybe I was just dreaming. Oh, right here. But he was connected, obviously, like most of his associates were the people that were flying, down here when he was working on that garage or warehouse in Portapique. So, I don't know. Just some interesting things. I actually haven't even finished this because I just kind of had to put it away. Because I was really thrown for a loop about the relationships. Because if it's his mom, well, then her maiden name wouldn't be Wortman. Right? It'd be something else. So how's Paul related to his mom? I don't know enough about any of these people. I don't know them. I can't judge them. It's not, and in a way, it wouldn't be my place to. It isn't. It isn't our place to judge anybody. This world is so quick to judge. Just point out things that seemed rather strange. Guys were there, and was a bear, went through the park. They shot and ate it. Different cats. It would be interesting to see the context. The convicts, that's where the convicts came up, right? This is where the carpenter came from. It's very hard to find anything about Mr. Wortman and his family, his immediate family. It's got the thievery in there too. Interesting. About the kind of kleptomania, supposedly, of Paul. Again, not making judgments, not saying just saying that's what he talks about. He talks about plants being stolen and siding being stolen and working down in the States. I don't know how it worked in the United States. I think I'm probably done with that, so I can probably, for a moment, do this. So just interesting things. Talks about the push bar, April 28th. Push bar. Right down to the push bar. It's quite a lengthy thing at the beginning about media. I think, obviously you got a lot of questions for you. This is mislabeled here. But certainly you must have read a lot of stuff in the media or learned a lot of things in the media. Like obviously, even probably paying attention to what's being reported. Not since this week. Oh, sorry. My apologies. So he did start paying attention. I don't know when the warehouse was mentioned first, though. Do you guys know? Officially? He certainly seems to know a lot. I think we could all agree on that one, right? And I believe he served for 32 years. 32 years. Maybe he was just very afraid. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about any of that. I do think we're getting sold a really big load in general. In a very, very, very concerted effort to cover this up. And it's very organized. And I knew that it was floating all around for a long time, but I was just like, it just amazes me the lengths, and the connections is just. Should talk about Lisa at some point. That all seems to be resurfacing. Have a look at that a little bit more. I did some screenshots of. Did I do that? Yeah. On here. YouTube is doing some really interesting things with my videos. I know it's getting a lot more play than what appears, like a ton. But I was looking at my analytics the other day on one of the videos. I just randomly chose it just to look. Not that I care. But it was the numbers that never match up, you know? And it was telling me that the video that I had done 2 days prior had a total of 13 likes. Yet on the video, it said it had 73. It said when I was streaming that I had 5 likes. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. A lot of shit is popping up in Reddit and stuff elsewhere. I do appreciate you guys for sharing the word. You can try and fuck with me psychologically. I don't care. You want to tell me one person watching? Good. Tell me one person's watching. The message still gets out. Still have to run around and massage. Oh yes, the algorithms. Hello. Just say up yours. Shifting gears and passing something in Ventura. Jesse Ventura. I think this goes way out of our country. That was the point I was going to make about the American stuff. There seems to be a lot of American stuff. You know, I have American family. I think most of us do, right? My American family is pretty distant, but we're pretty close, which is, I don't know, strange. I call them my aunts, my uncles. But they're like, I don't know, second, third, God knows, removed. There was a Paul Wortman I came across from New York who was connected. Don't know. Just saying. He's an artist. Glenn, who's connected to Brenda, who's connected to Jeff Samuelson, who's connected to Robin Lee, going on their vacations. Thought you only came once, according to Brenda. But she's going on the vacation, so. Don't know. Where's the statement from Mr. Samuelson? Is that anywhere? Have they provided that? Mr. Samuelson. Looks kind of the same. Kind of has the same hobbies. Aw. No documents found. Strange. I want to see if these people are connected. There's too much stuff to go through, though. Delegating duties. Don't know. That's the $1 million question. Could have just disowned them. Could have just disowned the whole side of the family. Could be a lot of things. Could be nothing. Gives him his uniform. But he's aware of all kind of bad stuff. I wonder if they say in there, like I said, I haven't finished reading it, when he gave the uniform. Maybe it's just what it appears to be when you ignore the BS RCMP narrative. Who knows what it is? But please do use an extremely critical eye. And lots of things are being sown and have been sown for a long, long time. You have to go through and verify. Trace when websites were uploaded. These kinds of things. Because it all could just be what I just told you about connections could all just be hoo-ha. However, I don't think so. Definitely not the Clayfield stuff. Doesn't look very good. I don't know what you just said there, Wade, but that's just wrong. No, nobody lies. Why is it that we live in a world of liars? I really don't like liars. It's not to say I haven't, I ran around my entire life telling the truth. No, but I try my level best. And I think you guys do too, because, well, it just doesn't build a very good society to just lie, normalize it all the time, cover things up, hurts people. People don't need to be hurt. I gotta cut out the drone video. I like the drone video. I noticed that they didn't upload that. No drone video. No drone. Cars. Magical cars. White cars. It only seems to, I seem to only come across 4 types of cars. Jeep. Taurus. Elantra. Suzuki Swift. Lots of white cars. Lots and lots of them. Great confusion tactics. Cheap. Methinks. Interesting language. Interesting. Honesty is the best policy. It's good. It's a good ideal to strive for. Media gets 600 million. The list that doesn't exist, list that did exist, then didn't exist, and now does exist, list. That's another good one. How often do these lists come up? Strange. Got a big one, Canada. And setting a bad precedent. Very bad. Yeah. Oh, that's a topic for another day. All right. Yeah, there's too many. Too many. Different colored ammunition. Two-handed gun, one-handed gun. Where is the RCMP clothing? Poof. Very important to the narrative. Not saying that doesn't exist. Where is it? Where's the DNA? Year and a half. 2 years. Where is it? October 15th. I do hope that you're well, the person that shared that with me. I do hope that all of you are well. Don't be afraid. Those of you that are believing people, you got God on your side. He doesn't lose. Those of you who aren't believing, you have morals and ethics on your side. NA. Statements about the retrieval. 2 different SWAT teams. Well, there seemed to be an allusion in there to two different rounds anyway. Good question. Many things missing. You can kind of tell by the numbers. You know? Where are we at today? 167? Or 267? Oh, it went down to 264. I swear it was 267 there at one point. Now it's at 264. Might as well throw out those Porta-Pick documents now that you NASCAR through them. It's kind of a good time. Talk about. So it's kind of like releasing things on Friday, 5:30. Yeah. Meh. NASCAR. You want to do a good job? You want the truth, or are you just kind of trying to speed through everything? Don't know about that one. Well, a lot of money missing too. Paper. Retarded ways to download things. You see the batch download button? Oh, it can't. Can't copy paste. Well, they make it nice and difficult. You know how much the families had to deal with? You have any idea? Oh yeah, the load more button. I like that too. That's a good one. The most unfriendly of user websites. Relativity, anybody? Relativity. Oh. Referred back to this, refer back to that, refer to this, refer to that. Even it changes, you know. Unknowns become unknown females. Lots of unknowns. An unknown named Dave. Really? Because that's the way that proper questioning is done. Hello. Hello, Nova. Many of your namesake are watching right now. You want to come say hello? Or are you just being a shy one? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, well. All right. She says hello. Could you see her? Oh, she just ran out of the room. She's so tiny. Such a different disposition, eh? Dorrington, yeah. All right. Okay. I shouldn't keep you all day, and I really do appreciate you joining, and I really do appreciate you sharing. It does mean a lot. There are family members in here. There are family members that are in here that would surprise you. Surprises me. I heard of one the other day. God bless you. It has to be horrible, all of this. God bless them all. God bless the 23. God bless all of you. All right. And on that note, oh, why are you so skitty? Skittish. Skittish. Yes. Okay. God bless you all. God bless the 23.